Hey y'all, welcome to Tasha Mind Your Money. I'm a mom on a mission to budget smart, save boldly, and show you how we're making progress one small step at a time. Let's get into this week's Budget by Paycheck closeout. Baby, you give me ice and fire. Okay, so we have $1,251 to spend this week. The first place where we're giving money is our giving. Our tithe is $125. So when you subtract that from what we're working with, we're left with $1,126. We're doing the Save 800 challenge in my 12-month simple budget planner. So $200 every week is going towards savings. We're focusing on Christmas, vacation, and paying down some debt. Unfortunately, nothing for investing again this week, so insert sad face here, but that's all right. We have $50 that we pulled out in cash, okay? I put $30 into our laundry envelope towards laundry cost, and Savings Challenges got $20. That's basically the $5 Monday series that I have been sharing pretty much for like 2 months now, I think, on Tasha's Money and Stuff. Next after cash is our fixed bills and variable expenses. Things get a little dicey here, but let me explain what was going on. We put a set of money aside each week towards our mortgage, right? We put a set of money aside each week into our bills account. Then we separate money for food, gas, extra debt, and then the car loan that comes out weekly. But the money wasn't adding up. Something was off with my pre-plan, and I noticed it here, and in real time you're going to see me pull out the calculator, figure out where this $876 is supposed to go, because something is not adding up. Now, somebody asked me, I think it was on TikTok, they were shocked that, oh yeah, mortgage is so low. It's like, honey, we get paid weekly, so we put this money aside weekly, and we're putting a little bit extra. Spoiler alert though, rent is going up, so our mortgage is going up, and that's just going to be a whole nother story when we get to like the fall, but we might change it in August. Anyway, I digress. $475 is supposed to be sent to our mortgage account, right? I keep it in a high yield savings account and then pay the mortgage in the next month when it's due. $180 is to go into the bills account. We had $20 for gas. I spent that money. I'm going to show my receipts in like a few minutes. And then the car loan came out for $120. I'm supposed to put $5 towards an extra debt payment, right? The money that we spent on groceries was more than what I have left. And I'm thinking to myself, it can't be this. So I'm going to scratch this out, and then we're going to reset. And thankfully, I have 5 budget by paycheck worksheets in per month inside this budget planner that I'm using. So I'm going to go ahead and just reset and start a whole new budget, start over from scratch, because these numbers are just not adding up. If you're following along on the screen as well, you can see that I'm supposed to still have money able to go towards extra debt, and I'm supposed to have at least 150, maybe even 160 going towards food. So this $81 left over is throwing me way off. And I don't know if you see the timestamp in the bottom left hand side of the corner. I was filming this video between 5 and 6 a.m. in the morning. So my coffee's over there. I'm like, nah, this is not working. So we're going to do a redo. We're going to reset, start fresh. This is a fresh page of my budget by paycheck. And we're just going to set our top priorities once again. If you haven't seen that part of the video, every week I set a top priority. Rejoicing is the word that I'm using, to rejoice always. Christmas, debt, and vacation is what we're focusing on. I'm using my Save 800 challenge to put money towards these areas. Debt reduction is kind of like a savings to me. I know it's not exactly like a savings, but to me, it kind of is, because once we reduce debt, we free up money. So we're going to just recreate this budget. The tithe that we're actually giving is $125. Okay, the savings that we're actually doing is $200. $125 is going to vacation. $50 is going to Christmas, and $25 is going to reduce our credit card debt. Nothing for investing, so Fidelity gets nothing. It normally gets 25 to 35 a week, but we can't do that right now. For the cash, I did take out $50. I put 30 of that into my laundry envelope to take care of laundry costs, and $20 went towards the $5 Monday series that I'm promoting on Tasha's Money and Stuff. Now, we're going to recreate the bills and expenses bucket. My mortgage, $475 a week. We are going to put that aside. For the bills account, we're not going to put the full 180. We have a balance in there already. So what I'm basically doing is just adding to that balance to continue taking care of the bills we have for the month of July, and hopefully some bills that are coming up in August. The car loan came out for $120. That's already cleared. $475 is about to be transferred today, payday, July 18th. And then $91 is going into our bills account. And we already bought gas. That was $20. I'm going to show receipts soon because I'm trying to make sure I stick to tracking every single dollar and where it goes. We have $170 left after the mortgage, the bills, the gas, and the car loan were already reduced, right? So $5 is going towards an extra debt payment, and $165 is left behind for food this week. I also have our receipts. We've already gone grocery shopping. So we started spending before all of the income hit. And thankfully, we stayed within budget. I'm just telling y'all now. I'm excited. So if you're still here, thank you. So $876 is what's left over, minus the mortgage allocation, the car loan, the gas, the extra debt payment, and what's going to the bills account. We have $165 going towards food. I was tapping because I wasn't sure, was this correct? It's correct. And so then we can just add this bucket up to get the total to make sure we have a zero-based budget here. $1,251 all in all to be allocated. So $876. Let me just go back. We're going to add up everything. So the total for our giving buckets, $125 plus the $200 that's going to come out for the savings, right? And we saved that money already. The $50 that we pulled out in cash. $0 for investments, so we don't even have to worry about that. $0 for purpose funds. We don't have to worry about that. $876 for bills and expenses. Boom. We have a zero-based budget. All right, so now I'm just going to write this in at the bottom, the total income, $1,251, and we spent every single dollar. We gave every dollar an assignment. Percentages, we should be 10%, but it's a fraction. So 9.9% of this income went towards giving. The savings was $200. Divide that into $1,251. We get 15%, y'all, almost 16%. Went towards savings, which is great, and $0 for investing. All right, so now I have to take a quick look at my Save 800 challenge, and we're going to go over what we have paid so far for the month. I need to check on my monthly budget to make sure everything is in order. We've already paid 4 of our bills for the month, except one of the life insurance policies, 2 policies, $69 a month, but only one of them has been paid so far. So I haven't filled in the life insurance yet. But Spectrum came out for $90. Electricity bill was $113, and our cell phone was $83. I budgeted $93, but for whatever reason, we got a little discount, and I'm not mad at that. So any extra money that can stay in the bills account is good for me. So our cell phone bill is paid for the month. We did have an automatic credit card payment come out for $35 in this week. And we still have life insurance policy number 2. We'll have to transfer that money over so it can be drafted probably next week, since Saturday, I don't think that money's going to come out. It's probably going to come out maybe Wednesday or Thursday next week. And we'll take care of it when we get there. All right. So now we're looking at our receipts. These receipts, I'm showing receipts because people think you only spent $16 for gas. I was like, yeah, I'm not filling up my tank with $16. We are definitely not driving around on empty. So I spent $20 for gas this week. They gave me a little over 6.5 gallons, and I'm using Upside to get cash back. So hopefully when we reach, $20 or $30, I'll be able to pull it out and use that. That's my receipt for gas. We spent $53.51 at Trader Joe's. I went to Aldi for the first time and spent $10. I just wanted the experience to see what it was like. And then we spent $101 at Costco. And so here I am adding up everything to see if we're under or over our food budget for this paycheck. And boom, we are under budget by like 22 cents. I'm so grateful. So 164.88 is what we spent on groceries this week, and our budget was 165. That is God right there helping us out. So I'm grateful to share that update with you guys. I have not scanned my receipts yet, and of course, the week is not officially over until the end of day on Saturday. So on Sunday, I'll sit down and reconcile the accounts, do all of my expense tracking, and then see if we've spent any extra money. I mean, we only have 22 cents, so I doubt we'll be spending anything else, and we have plenty because in New York City, they started sending these like EBT cards for the children who attend school, and we had $120 for my middle son, so we used that to stock up on snacks and things. So we're really good on groceries. Our pantry is stocked, our freezer is stocked, our fridge is stocked, and I'm grateful. The last thing I need to do before I let you go is to update my Save 800 challenge. I love tracking the progress like this, so I'm going to shade in how much we were able to save to see the progress. This is paycheck number 3, so we have one more week to go and we'll be done. We would have saved $800. Again, full transparency here. Some of the money that we're quote unquote saving is going to reduce debt. And I need to put a little bit extra towards the debt so we can get this down quickly. Because reducing our liabilities frees us up to build more assets. And our mindset is focused on that. Being good stewards and making sure that we're not borrowing more than what we can pay back. So that's it, and that's all for this video. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you enjoyed this. My simple budget planner is available on Amazon, and I hope that if you enjoyed this video, if you like the setup, that you would go ahead and purchase for yourself or for a friend. And thank you so much for being here. My name is Tasha. This is Tasha Mind Your Money, and I hope you are minding your money, ladies, managing it well, and living your lives abundantly. And I can't wait to talk to you in the next video, which will be on Sunday, where I will be tracking expenses. Bye for now.